You know, some days are more like play than they are work, and today is one of those days. Jeep brought me out here to the beautiful and breezy Arizona desert to test drive the 2018 Jeep Wrangler. And did I get it dirty? You betcha sweet patootie I did. The 2018 Jeep is all new down to the aluminum body panels and the high-strength steel frame, but the big news is really all about the powertrains. Eventually, you're going to have 4 options. The standard 3.6-liter V6 with 285 horsepower and 270 pound-feet of torque, but later on we'll get a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo. That's good for 260 horsepower, but 295 pound-feet of torque. Now that's a mild hybrid system, so there's a 48-volt battery that's going to help power the drivetrain. And with the regen braking, you're just gonna have just a little bit of that extra electric torque to kind of get you up and over those obstacles when you're off-roading. In 2019, 3-liter diesel. Oh yeah, it's gonna be good for 260 horsepower and a massive 442 pound-feet of torque. I cannot wait. And then in 2020, get this, plug-in hybrid, y'all. Now, Jeep's been pretty mum about that, but I assume that it's going to come right out of the Pacifica hybrid. You know, same company, same drivetrain. Now, the Jeep has never really been known for driver's aids, but this year you have optional blind spot monitoring and rear cross traffic alert, plus a standard backup camera. I know this is kind of old news, but hey, it's a big deal for Jeep. Also new this year in the Sahara trim is full-time 4-wheel drive. Well, that's what Jeep calls it. It's really a rear-wheel based all-wheel drive system. So you can just put it in auto and just let it go. If you need a little bit of power goes to those front wheels, the computer sends it there automatically. Now, if you want to get the 6-speed manual, you're going to have to go with that larger 3.6-liter engine. Otherwise, you're looking at an 8-speed automatic. Driving a Jeep on the street, well, there's a reason why they say it drives like a Jeep. Solid front and rear axles means that it's not really the fastest thing around on the pavement, but who cares? I'm going to the dirt. All right, I've moved into the Wrangler Rubicon, which of course is my favorite. Why? Because it's all off-road, baby. Better approach angles, better departure angles. It's got a lift, it's got better tires, rock rails, skid plates, you name it, it's on it. So we're on a pretty rocky section here, and I got the guys from Jeep Jamboree showing me where to go.
Come back for a little bit. Great job. He's got you.
Okay, thank you. Rock rails, that's what they're for. All right, now I'm going down a pretty rocky hill section, and I'm not using the hill descent control. I'm just doing all of this with left foot braking and right foot throttle, but just a little bit of throttle because it's pretty steep. Whew. Jeep is not messing around, y'all. They are putting us through some pretty good sections. This is really steep. I think they're gonna have us lock the front locker on this guy.
We are gonna do front and rear lockers. So up on that new switch, perfect. Okay. And then we're also gonna take that transmission shift lever, pull it towards you. Yep. So now the default's a second.
You want it
bump
first?
it up. Yep. So now you're locked in the lowest
okay.
gear ratio we have available.
All right, sweet. All right, so now I'm going up a pretty steep hill. I've got a spotter telling me exactly where to go. And what's great about this Rubicon is that I've got a crawl ratio of about 77.2 to 1. So all of the torque in this thing goes all the way through the transmission, through the transfer case, through the differential, and then comes out at that super low crawl ratio. So what that means is I can go super slow, but I can have a ton of torque, so I can be really controlled in my movements. I'm doing less than 1 mile an hour here, and I can just get all the way through this without having to barrel through. I don't need momentum. All I need is all my torque and all my crawl ratio. All right. Steady on the throttle. BFGs are doing pretty good. Not losing a lot of traction. stressful. Oh my goodness, it's so stressful. So is the Jeep Wrangler a perfect vehicle? Well, no. I mean, it's really bouncy on the highway. It's got very little payload capability and you can only tow like 3,500 pounds. Still, there's something about this old girl that just gets my heart a-fluttering. You can get a 2018 Jeep Wrangler Sport starting at $26,995 or a 4-door Rubicon which starts at $40,495. As for me, I'm a full-on Rubicon gal all the way.